Thank you, thank you. Here we go. Oh, shout out to the best moustache this side of the Medway. He's just walked in. Give it up. My brother. Good evening, everyone. My name is Star Trash, and I'm just here to I don't know what you've heard in the news, but I'm here to give my side of the story. Because the truth is, I don't want for any of this to happen, do you know what I mean? I was just a boy in Croydon, trying to live my life. Then I get hit in the head with a dark matter meteorite. And things just been kind of crazy from then, so look, here's my story. Let's start a story where our main character's living poorly. Another black boy in the council house, kinda boring. He's only there surely cause if you go back to 1945, you see this thing called the Empire came a-calling. He's a skinny kid with the buck teeth and he can't fight. Followed all the rules but then nothing ever came out right. Life had given him the lesson that he'll grow up to be less than the other kids. They get privileged cause their skin's white. It ain't right, but maybe it's why he picked up the mic. He's been pushed to the dark side of the light, and one night while he's sitting and scribbling maledictions and wishing it wasn't him who kept letting the evil in, there's a dark light in the sky. Senses says he should run and hide, but then the demons inside say he's been running all his life. Time to master his fear. He steps outside, sees a meteor getting near. Now he's feeling the sheer power of the intergalactic traveler from afar. It's the heart of a dark matter star, and now it's heading for the one man who wants to unravel the whole planet just so we can understand it and damn it, put it back together. But this time he'll make it better, it'll last forever. No one will ever have to weather the storm. We'll be reborn and pull the lever. We'll be reborn and pull the lever. Finally sever this world from whatever we created. This war now, it's dated. He'll get rid of suffering, hunger and heartache. No corruption in all our governments. Freedom from all hate. Get rid of the debt. Yeah, we're wiping the slate clean, or better yet, we're transforming to something glorious never seen before. And this is what he feels in his chest. He reaches out towards the traveler, feels the matter compress. It comes in waves, breaking like crests, and every phase is a raising the doubts that he could ever be worth less. The revelation spreads through his body and tingles his nerves. The saturation of dark energy twists and curves. This is what he was born for, this is what he deserves, and now the world is gonna learn to serve a leader that delivers on his words. You made me. You made me. You made me. You made me. Said you made me. You made me. Thank you. Yeah, man. Tell you what, Croydon is a wild place, man. You know they got snakes there? Snakes in Croydon. Adders. Slow worms. Even though that's technically not a snake. You know a slow worm used to have legs. Motherfucker got rid of its legs just to be more like a snake. Anyway, look. Years passed since the whole thing with the meteorite, but I was into this music. I went for a walk one day in the park, Wandle Park. And this is a song about the time I met a snake in there. It was kind of crazy, man. I'll tell you. You're not going to believe this, but you were asking for a story. Here's one. Yeah. This one's called Viper. And it's also, I'm doing this solo, but we also got a version. This is my bandmate here. My bandmate, his name's Luke. Known as John the Savage. He plays the bass and he screams. Anyway, yeah, sorry, back in character. This one's called Viper, and I do this solo, but the Machine Cartel version, that's my band, so much better. How's it go? Day broke, grass between my toes, headed to the river where I tried to catch my flow. I'm a young upstart with an old school soul, pocket full of rhymes and a head full of gold. Got my mind set, I'm gonna make a name. I know I'll be an MC if I open up my brain and then I dig into the hurt, into the struggle and the pain. Staying true to myself is the only way to fame. I know it in my heart, I was born to it from the start. The road ahead is long enough to make you wanna part ways with your judgment. You're gonna start taking shortcuts, jumping over the gate. I'm getting back to the path. Then what I see makes me stop and gasp. There's a snake hiding in the grass. Viper, poison in my veins and it's driving me insane. It's a viper. Is it the venom or is it depression? Viper, poison in my veins and it's driving me insane. It's a viper. Is it the venom or is it depression? It's too late, before I know it the viper is throwing hate at my leg and the skin is broken, I'm choking. I'm running around and the poison's slowing me down and I feel my head at the ground and my eyes are closing. But wait, I'm face to face with the snake. Is this my final mistake? It's taking its time, sizing me up, I start to shake. See his mouth is a gape, tongue flicking and tasting. A winning position, I'm losing to venom's attrition. I squeeze my eyes shut, my body's going weak, and now I'm seeking forgiveness for all my knowing deeds. Was I a liar, a cheater, insufferable attention seeker? Did I stray from the path and become a non-believer? I feel his breath on my neck, and then he starts to say, I'm here to teach you the lessons to live another way. Viper, poison in my veins and it's driving me insane. It's a viper. Is it the venom or is it depression? Viper, poison in my veins and it's driving me insane. It's a viper. Is it the venom or is it depression? I started giving the poison is taking hold. The snake is grinning and watching me start to fold. He says I'm bringing you knowledge from days of old, but first you got to live in this minute and lose control. You see, society's full of lies, inspired by tired old ideologies, tied into fake mythology. It's what they use to create rules with statutory tools. Yes, democracy doesn't mean that you're ever free. You try achieving one day, installing a glass ceiling, breathing. Now you're needing to sell your soul to a lesser being, but there's a way to reshape the day that you live in. Hold a seance with chaos and you can be the villain. This is your life's mission, an unforgiving intentional exorcism of those who were chosen guard the prison. They think they're winning to let them, and when they trust you, use your sinister intuition to administer venom. Viper, poison in my veins and it's driving me insane. It's a viper. Is it the venom or is it depression? Viper, poison in my veins and it's driving me insane. It's a viper. Is it the venom or is it depression? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's why I never go for walks in Croydon anymore, man. It's just... Yeah. Time went on and this whole thing with the internet. How did the internet end up in our pockets, man? Do you know what I mean? I got a little bit addicted to it, man, and it wasn't doing me any good, and it was just like filling my head with all sorts of clutter and trash. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, if it was your house, you give it a spring cleaning, but it's your mind, so how do you even do that? Do you know what I mean? And it was getting me down, and I guess this is a song about how I tried to do some human cleaning. is another Machine Cartel one. All week I've been meaning to give my mind a deep cleaning, but my eyes are red and the tears they keep on streaming, cause I'm pleading with all of my inner demons, trying to get my head back somewhere vaguely close to even Stevens. But I gotta keep believing that all of this is just a temporary state of being, while my life keeps careening off the road is flipped over and it's landed on the ceiling. Call the job doctor, tell the first responder that this man's career is bleeding. We'll get the IV and stat and start feeding him ideas for a happy life. Let's plant the seed in, we'll watch it grow, we'll watch it multiply, and when it finally takes root and starts breeding, I'll be like, thank you for the offer, but you see, it's not for me. Don't see the woods, I see the trees, cause I'm just chasing dopamine. My ego is in a constant need of preening, so I shower it with insults till the thoughts of grandeur start receding. If my future's really teeming with possibility, why do I keep running away from all my creativity? Why can I not be the guy who stands up tall with head up high, lifts his voice up to the sky and says to all those walking by that this ain't really a given, the way we've been living? I'm standing on this box of soap and bringing you some bars of hope, cause dreaming is all that we have, and this life and this world are the only ones we'll be in. But all around me, all I'm perceiving is people screaming for a rotten chance to give their lives some meaning. But the government seems keen on steaming ahead with plans that keep them fed instead of spending more time leading, and the media's got you by the eyeballs, and so it's them who decide the truth of every word you're reading, and we're feeding all our greed into an algorithm that we all worship, that we all believe in. And when it betrays us, the CEO stands up and says, I'm sorry about these problems, but they're just teething. And in the global warming race, the really rich have said, fuck this, we're off to space, thanks for all the fish we're leaving. And back on Earth, in the land that they're free, and men continue to control women's bodies and their breeding, and society is reeling from the pace of change we maintain, so our elites can charge us to keep on breathing. Communities appealing, connections are receding, and I'm not the only guy who's fucking tired of sick of seething. My anxiety's getting worse with every other word that I'm reading, and I'm reaching for the bottle cause my failure's succeeding, and I'm trying to fight my demons, trying to get back to even Stevens, but my eyes are red, tears streaming. I need a bit of help. Yeah, I need a bit of help. I need a bit of help to give my I need a bit of help to give my I need a bit of help to give my mind a Yeah, I need a bit of help to give my mind a I need a bit of help to give my mind a deep cleaning. No one told me it'd be this hard trying to stay a human being. Thank you. Appreciate that. The next one's got no music. Got to take a moment to talk about social media. We've all been there. You've probably got it on you right now. The relationship that we share with this technology, with these algorithms, is insidious. They're trying to colonize our interactions. They're trying to colonize our humanity. They want to be in between you and me right now. If they could, they would do it. So after I gave my mind a deep cleaning, I came up with some words. This is another one you can hear with an arrangement with Machine Cartel, but right now I'm going to do this a cappella. This one's called The Algorithm. At first, we meant to help ourselves, and then the world by proxy, solving the need to speed our progress and be lean and be first and be seen. On a subtle tide of expectation, we pitched headfirst into the whirling mist and ditched our misplaced dreams and hopes and switched to you for the answer. And you came back with a predictive matrix that told us that fate itself was deterministic. You said with the right inputs, our existence could be twisted and we didn't have the data to know this. That's why we missed it. We set out to measure mind, body, and soul and turn this life into its essence in binary, yes or no. Now we can finally upload our digitalized souls and we give this to you. We relinquish control on a subtle tide of expectation. Into the future we leapt, and now our past is perfect. Because of you, we can never forget. As you refeed us every transgression, and we repay you with click, scrolls, and sessions. Our every thought and impression impresses eternal impressions. The lessons that our choices are just linear regressions. We chose you to choose for us. And now we choose your choices. And we drift our lives to the 1,000 background lies dressed up like influential voices. There's no surprise. We don't question. Now that our disbelief is in perpetual suspension, we can't handle truth, so we rely on invention, and you spread it around with robotic intention, and all that we share is our own apprehension and our prejudice and bigotry and racial tension, and it spreads like a virus. And it eats away from inside us, and the only thing that you provide us is the same opinion beside us. You see, first we meant to help ourselves. And it's been both a success and a failure, because while it's great to chat to friends from afar, it's far too hard to escape the echo chamber. Because in you, we perfected a tool of mass manipulation, and like fools, all we did was increase polarization and decrease race relations across the faces of once great nations. We use fake news and misdirection to spread hate and to swing elections, and you don't even care what direction we end up going, long as you keep on harvesting data without us knowing, keep on serving us ads or whatever gadgets and fads to keep us keen on our screens, distracted and scrolling. Now we're too broken to break the cycle. Yeah, we're too jacked in to take back our rightful place as the masters of our own destinies. And our inability to change course is frightful. We're just digital slaves to the armies of human brains that get paid a 6-figure wage to look after your interests. So tell me, who's really calling the shots at Google, Facebook, TikTok, and even Pinterest? It's like our chance has passed as top brass and we're not even incense. So I guess all that there is left to ask is, Alexa, tell me what I should think next. Thank you. Thank you. To that story, innit? The thing with the meteorite. It's wild, man. We're picking up the thread. Now he's feeling the power go into his head. He tries to fix up and focus on all the good he'll do instead. Receiving the secrets to keeping people from everywhere fed and breathing. The dark matter starts to shift, reaching up through his fingers into his wrist. It breaks apart and it starts to scatter into his shoulders and reaches his heart. That's where it slips past the fresh parts and grips hard to old scars. Where was the world to pick him up when he ran out of mental health? The one who promised him their heart is far too busy chasing wealth. Tried to love people when they refuse to love themselves, and that ain't even dealing with all of the cards he's dealt. Like growing up in a nation where people throwing up hatred because your skin's melanated. Now your worldview is dated. Thought equality made it so you could be celebrated. Now you see that truth and lies are co-created. Billionaires getting universal wealth care while the nation's health is in despair. You try to step up, but they've broken the bottom stair. You're willing to play the game, but it's always the same villain that's winning. They tell you be the good guy, now you end up being last in the class that is teaching you to get used and discarded. The only way to get ahead is turn your head and hands to living all the hard bits, taking all the dark risks. So fuck it all, what's the point of all this hurting when you peek behind the curtain? All you learn is to burn it for certain. He's gotta make a new version of reality, cause don't you see it's destiny? You made this world, so you made me. This ain't a grudge, it's something deeper. You sowed the seeds, now I'm the reaper. I studied hard, but class got steeper. Failed the student, blame the teacher. You made me. 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 Thank you. Really appreciate you all coming out today. It's a beautiful day, beautiful sunset. If you can see it, just take a moment to look where we are, man. I'm looking at all your beautiful faces and I see the sea out there, man. That's just crazy. Do you think there's snakes in there? There's sea snakes. Is that a thing? Oh. Yeah. Loving the selfie action over there at the table at the end. We should all get in on that. They ain't even listening now. They don't know about the selfie we're all about to take with them. Oh, man. Anyway. Who was it that said all you need is love? Because that's what I thought the answer would be. Maybe it's just love, that's all you need. So I went out into the world and I looked for some love. This is how that one ended up. The song's called Decoupling. Here again once more, outside of the door I used to call home. This time I'm outside, soaked to the bone, soaked to the pores, wet flesh damp, lip and hands dripping in this useless skin that I'm in. It doesn't fit like it used to, touch like it used to, hold you close and feel the rush like it used to. Rain traces mistakes across my face, and now I'm sitting ruminating about how you and me will fall from grace. Pleasure was my plight, I'd suffer to your delight. That's why I pick a fight instead of hold you tight. You had love, chose war, gave it all, what for? It's only me that told that we was rotten to the core. You chained us to our memories, and to the laziness that you told me was destiny. We're a heart without a beat without a drum, marching onto the song even though the strumming's done, pretending that we're the people that we will never be, and saying that we'll see all the things they'll never see, and all the lies that went untold, but we lived it like the promise the future truth would choose to unfold. And if I'm honest, I'm for too much of your pedigree. That ain't no reason to treat me like I'm your enemy. Your pleasure was my plight, I'd suffer to your delight. That's why I pick a fight instead of hold you tight. We had love, chose war, gave it all, what for? It's only me that saw that we was rotten to the core. chained us to our memories. And to the laziness that you told me was destiny. You chained us to our memories. And to the laziness that you told me was destiny. Your door, I'm outside. Our door is taking sides, protecting you from the rain. You flash of the chip paint, leaving behind the kind of scars that you were blind to. The things I wanted to say, well, the rain just washed away. Maybe it's saving my display of pain for you to see another day. You chained us to our memories. And to the laziness that you told me was destiny. You chained us to our memories. And to the laziness that you told me was destiny. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you that missed that, I just did a hair flick. You want to see it again? You see the hair? I saw it start from like, thank you, thank you. Yeah, a bit of that. Yeah. That you can't do that, can you? That one's for free. I need to come out to see you doing that. Shout out to my family here. Shout out to my mum, my sister, my brother. No, from Whitstable now. Yeah, they done got out of Croydon a long time ago. Now they live in a house with sea views. Look at that. Yeah, man, we out here, man. We out here. Ooh. I think this is the last one. And then I'm gonna go over there and get in on that selfie game. Yeah. Yeah. This song is just like, it's turning into a bit of an anthem, I'm not gonna lie. I had a whole bunch of spiel about like, yeah, blah. It's a fuck you song. It's a fuck you. Do you want a fuck you song? Yeah, all right. A nice big riff as well. That's cool. This one's called In My Way. You know when people just getting in your way? You're just trying to live, trying to grow. Exactly. Like life is hard enough, man. Dang. Just. All right. Reconstructing my constitution, cause evolution is pushing me down these corridors and in the destitution. Pollution's got me suffocating solutions. The news turns and now I'm praying for absolution. So here's a vision, it might become my mission. Getting real about how I feel, don't need your permission. Listen, you bristle like a thistle and stickle up in my soft tissue. Then you wonder why I don't say that I miss you. Don't try to hold on. Now I'm at the end of the day, you always stand in my way. You never hear what I say, and when you do, it's too late. And now you're bolting the gate, there's no one left to escape. I'm redefining my own reality. reality. That's why you're mad at me. I'm like a range of your darts taking a stab at me. Impressed with the precision, the way you make incisions, crisscrossing and cutting me like a superstition. I only wish you'd give me more than just an interstitial. Try between a meme and a broken dream at the final whistle. Chew me up like gristle while you're spitting verbal missiles. Bristle like a thistle and stickle up in my soft tissue. Don't try to hold on. Now I'm unbroken. Cause at the end of the day, you always stand in my way. You never hear what I say, and when you do, it's too late. Now you're bolting the gate, there's no one left to escape. It's okay again, never get in my way again. It's okay again, never get in my way again. It's okay again, never get in my way again. Flip the game again, now they pay for my pain again. This is the end of my set, by the way. Yeah. But the story of Star Trash continues. And I tell you what, I met some characters along the way. Some other miscreants, misfits, weirdos, people that society didn't know what to do with because they were just trying to live a different way. And we formed together, we formed a band we called Machine Cartel. And I got John the Savage in the crowd. He plays bass and screams about snakes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna insert a little verse from our upcoming EP launch called Running. So if you like this, check me out, star.trash.music on Instagram. Check out Machine Cartel, most importantly, because man, we're big. So this is a little verse coming in from Running. It goes like this. I'm an intergalactic misfit, gone ballistic. Rhymes relativistic, space-times get twisted. Shooting the sun and missed it. Shit's got drastic. Suffocate the world trying to wrap the planet in plastic. I'm Star Trash, never there for the backlash. Part of the action and they run away from the sanctions, but they ain't found me yet. I got plenty places to hide left. Still be scheming while God is dealing the heat death. Don't try to hold on. Now I'm at the end of the day, you always stand in my way. You never hear what I say, and when you do, it's too late. And now you're bolting the gate. There's no one left to escape. There's no one left to escape because they're running away. Poison in my veins, driving me insane. Need some help to give my mind a deep cleaning. Cause I'm chained to the memories, to the thing that we call destiny. You made me, you made me, you made me, you made me, you made me. So don't get in my way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Star Trash. Fantastic. You told me when you got one that's not quite finished.
What? I've got one that's not quite finished. I've got two.
That's what we want to hear now.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Would you guys hear another one?
Alright, this is another one that we're working on as a band. It's called The Money Pit. Star Trash is broke, and he goes out. I've got two verses of it, so it'll be two verses. You don't get a conclusion, I'm sorry. You're getting a preview. I'm not that good. Just make up the last verse on the fly. But yeah, Star Trash is broke. The music thing ain't working, and he's trying to make some money. Oh, Luke, you've heard both parts of this, but you've not heard it together. It's called The Money Pit. Shout out to everyone who's ever been in their overdraft. They say it's funny how money changes situations. You ever see the other side where you're waking up hungry, belly aching? He's in the kitchen like Mother Hubbard, eating crumbs from the cupboard and bitching cause his music's staying undiscovered. He's doing everything right, executing a plan to entice and demand of fans who stand through the night just to get their hands on it. But so far, he's only managed to dig a little deeper into the money pit. His biggest problem is capital. He never managed to stack it all before they came along to tax it all. Credit cards, yeah, he's maxed them all. He'll tell you it's tactical, cause cutting back and saving shit's impractical. Now factor all of the losing bets. The fuck is a safety net? He's accumulating debt like it's national. Flash casting and splash it all, cap in hand and rehash to the bank man. Star trash, his mass is critical. You can rise out. This is the money pit. This is why we're getting by living on handouts here in the money pit. This is life. It's like the strategy ain't resonating. Living in his overdraft is all that he's perpetuating. The only bills it's raining say they want their money cause it's more than 90 days of waiting. It's time to get creative. There's all the money, he just needs to find a way to raise it. Say that speculating's how you start accumulating. Getting rich is playing games and getting paid for rich and taking. The time to sit and have a think and drink a beverage. He knows some city boys is always talking leverage. Grab a sip that's big enough and move the world a little bit and you'll be in with it. That's it. That's it. The plan's hitting with the speed of a brick bullet. He's got an idea, needs a when and a where to do it. And if he goes through it, he'll have the world in his mat. He'll have the world in his palms. Look how the man shook it. You can rise out. This is the money pit. This is why we're getting by living on handouts here in the money pit. This is life. You can rise out. This is the money pit. This is why we're getting by living on handouts here in the money pit. This is life. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Thanks again, Star Trash. So next up we've got something quite different, but also uniquely green. That's Western Heights and a great songwriter in Toby. I've had the pleasure of having him in the studio the last couple of weeks, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. So please stick around. Star Trash.
Thank you. So hot in here. Oh man, thank you so much for like taking a chance on me. You know what I mean? Oi. Need a little bit of crowd work, but you know what I mean? It's like part stand up, part musical. Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry it wasn't round.
You brought more people than anyone else.
I'd love to come back. I love performing here. I love this space. So,
This is number 7.
Yeah. That'd be amazing. But they're not monthly, are they?
They're monthly.
They're monthly. Oh, okay. All right.
Shooting a music video last week.